Next up, as you can see there, Liverpool, the champions 2, Sheffield United 1. And this is going to be another tale of me making excuses for Sheffield United and calling out mitigating factors in their games. We talked about a John Egan red card against Aston Villa. We talked about a game against Leeds being tight and not quite going for them. We talked about being asleep against Wolves, conceding 2 goals early. We talked about David Luiz, tug on the shirt there. We talked about Mitrovic missing a penalty and all of the mitigating factors there. Sorry, it's talking about first points. Both Fulham and Sheffield United have got their first points. Of course, they did against one another. So please forgive me in the comments for that factual inaccuracy earlier in the show. But I'm freestyling as we go. We're going to talk about mitigating factors again in terms of one missed chance and one possible missed penalty again for Sheffield United. But they're not picking up points. They're losing these games. We can call out all season things going against them. They need to turn the tide here, don't they, Blades? They're still trying to cope without Jack O'Connell. You can see there he tried Jack Robinson, Chris Wilder. Doesn't seem to want to do that. Ender Stevens again coming in as left centre-back there. Keep your eye on Stevens at left centre-back when we talk about Liverpool's second goal, though. Osborne comes in as wing-back ahead of Stevens with Baldock the other side as ever. Lundstrom and Perdue in midfield with Sander Berger, who does seem to be playing well. Still, though, no Fleck, no Norwood starting in that midfield. Up top, McBurney and Brewster. So no Billy Sharp, no Dave McGoldrick, no Ollie Burke up top there. He's still trying to figure out maybe a best configuration or maybe he's just going to keep rotating it through the season. But I'm sure when he finds something that gives him a win, Chris Wilder, I can see him sticking with it, let's just say. But a lot of different permutations used so far. Liverpool there without Virgil van Dijk, famously. I'm sure you're sick of hearing about it. But Alisson comes back in the goal. Fabinho and Gomez, the 2 centre-halves there. Keep an eye on Fabinho as well. Wijnaldum Henderson, the 2 brilliant fullbacks there, Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, Mo Salah, Diogo Jota starting the game. And here is Fabinho playing at centre-back, not covering himself in glory. I am told in the commentary that the law states if your foot is on the line and you are fouled, the line is the penalty area. Outside the line is outside of the penalty area. So that is the law. That is the demarcation. Therefore, if that is a foul by Fabinho, which I think we agree it is, and Ollie McBurney's foot is on the line, then that is a penalty. It went to VAR. And I must admit, I haven't checked the wording, so I'm assuming the commentator, whoever it was on Sky there, is correct. Then that is a penalty. And up steps the excellent Sander Berger. See their right foot sends Alisson the wrong way. You can see the ball there just nestling low to the goalkeeper's left. 1-0 Blades at Anfield. Good so far, okay? Then there is Ollie McBurney. There is pressure from Trent Alexander-Arnold, but when you see where this shot ends up, he pulls it past the far post. So it wasn't the sort of pressure that narrowed the angle to the point that he had to shoot straight at Alisson. So he still could have gone for the near post. He could have gone for the high, quick one. Could have gone through the keeper's legs. It's a decent chance that, and he probably should at least be working the keeper, hitting the target, all of those things. This is at 1-0 to the Blades. Then, this is going to wind up all of the Sheffield United fans because we've seen loads and loads of these given. So this is, I can't see who the Liverpool player is. Is it Joe Gomez? I can't tell, I'm sorry. Wijnaldum's in the way there, I'm trying to read it. Berger, you can see, has knocked the ball past Gomez, and you can see there Gomez's knee or calf is making contact with Berger's knee or calf, and Berger is going to go down. Now, in terms of physics, is it enough to knock the guy over? No, but that's not the standard that penalties are given by, are they? We see over and over again, player, and actually everywhere on the pitch, not just the box, player draws contact or a position where contact could be made. Contact is made, player goes down, foul is given. So, look, we have seen those over and over again given. So, look, I know lots of people argue, was the contact proportional enough to to knock the player down? Well, no, but let's look at the consistency. Are decisions like this often given as fouls? Yes. That's more what we're looking at. Again, I'd need to read the rules on a foul, but there looks like contact and a potential impediment there, and it's not given. So, Sheffield United once again go 1-0 up in a game here. They miss a very decent chance with McBurney. They could have got a second penalty as well at 1-0, and now they're going to go on and lose this game. So, hair tearing out territory, because up the other end, crossed in, I think, from Henderson. You would expect a player of Sadio Mane's brilliant quality to score from there, but he doesn't. Ramsdale makes the save. Unfortunately for him, it goes straight to Roberto Firmino, who has, the dictionary definition again of a big chance there. No pressure on him. Open goal from 3 yards. 1-1. Could have been 2-0 the other way, couldn't it? By God. And in the second half, we mentioned, didn't we? Ender Stevens now is playing. Ender Stevens is a very good player, but he's a wing-back moved into centre-back. And look, in the air, losing out to Diogo Jota. There, it's a really good header, actually. Ramsdale's pretty well positioned. Jota is going to stick that right into the side netting. Is it fair? I don't like to dig out players. Is it fair of me to say Jack O'Connell is not going to lose that challenge in the air? It's probably not fair of me to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. And I'm sure a few Blades fans were thinking the same thing. So there you go, 2-1 Liverpool. And looking at it, I mean, if we take the game state out of the equation, because the stats never recognise at what point in the game things happen and what consequence the thing happening would have had at that point, if you understand what I'm saying. Because those big moments for Blades both happened at 1-0. And the stats don't take into account that, do they? They just say 62-38 Liverpool, 17 shots to 13, 5 on target to 2, 7 corners to 3. I suppose the big one there is 5 big chances to 2. And obviously one of the Blades' big chances there is the penalty. However, I'm looking at the game state and I'm saying at 1-0, if you can go 2-0 up, it really changes your starting positions, your defensive positions, your confidence, all of those things. And if you're a Sheffield United fan, you're thinking, when is one of these games going to go for us and when are we going to win? But look, it's away at Liverpool. Liverpool are brilliant, aren't they? Their front players are crazy good. And it's very competitive and they could have gone 2-0 up. But looking at it completely black and white, which I know some people do, they didn't win. They lost. McBurney didn't score. Berger didn't get the second penalty and they've lost, which is going to be very frustrating for Sheffield United. But, and I'm saying this week after week, and I'm afraid I can't say this so much for Fulham as I can for West Brom, who are literally not in the relegation zone, and for Sheffield United. There's plenty of signs that Sheffield United are competitive, and as I always say, two things will happen here. Either the performance level will maintain, things will start to go for Sheffield United in tight games, and they'll start to get some points. Or the performance level will maintain, Sheffield United are not good enough, and there won't even be these moments, and they'll continue to lose. I would suspect, given all the evidence of seeing Chris Wilder's Sheffield United and the squad, and we haven't mentioned Brewster as well, added in there, that surely there would be an upward trend from where we are at the moment with only 1 point from the first 6 games. But let's see what happens. But if you're a Sheffield United fan, you really want, I don't know, something to go your way, a dodgy decision to go against the other team, a lucky goal to go in for you, a tight game to go in your favour. It's not happening, is it? And Sheffield United still search for the first win. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Cressey. Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.